How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. Today we're playing Ojer Taq. I mulliganed that by accident. Keep this. It took me too long to realize that I think Ojer is a title for gods. The other guy's named Ojer too, and this one is named Ojer, which logically means that they're probably both not named Ojer. I think some of them even have flavor text that refers to them by another name, or by the second name, which I assume is actually their proper title. We'll get down our Norn's Wellspring. 1 mana, 1/1, enter the battlefield, explores. You love to see it, honestly. The Merfolk Explore package is good. It's a good thing. I like it a lot. We have a lot of payoff for life gain, but we don't really have life gain, which is a little bit sad. I tested this a little bit earlier, and Ojer Taq is a little crazy under the right circumstances. In particular, in that match, it was crazy with White Sun's Twilight. I think we flash in Exile. We're not gonna get the life, unfortunately. Redding Seas? Was it in the... It's on top, okay. I was wondering where it was. Let's get rid of the 4/4. No Kamigawans here. Gonna make it 2/2. Gonna make it 2/2. 2/2s trade well on this board state. We cannot afford to let our Johnny take a hit, unfortunately. I think we block like this and pray that we can land. If we land, we're doing fine. If we don't, we're kind of sad. That's a land. I like it. It's a really, really good land. It's not a subpar land. It's a good land. Yeah, no, I like that. Please continue. Show me the Nykthos as many times as you need, deck. Because I'm down for it. I'm down. We need to get some card draw so that we can actually will have lost dreams for life. Otherwise, we have to go down the Cersei route, which is... Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Why do you all have Island Walk? Ouch. Do we just go Cersei? We can't block anything anyways, so... We are just dead, but we got in damage before we went. It's good to have another Merfolk commander. He has beaten me thoroughly, though, and I don't like that much. Oh, opponent. Opponent. You, kind of threw away the victory there. I guess not, right? Because it's not as though we can capitalize on this. I don't think. But gaining 5 every turn is pretty brutal. They didn't have to do that. They could have not attacked with the Pearl Trident, and yeah, that would have been better. Although, let's be fair, we've all been in that kind of punty situation. Where you have made the one critical error that ruins your game plan. We're on to game 2. Hopefully we get another opponent willing to throw with a bone. I don't think we need it, actually, but it's always appreciated. It's never unwelcome. Although if you do see me in the queue, put up a good fight. Put up as good a fight as you can. I have ran into some of my subscribers before, and it always ended up being a fairly fun matchup, or a fairly fun match when I realize it. Sometimes I don't realize it until after the video goes live. Oketra might have been a better choice, but I wanna save Oketra. Although she is more resilient, right? Like, if our opponent just removal spell, we will be kind of sad. Opponent, you're generating mana. I don't appreciate that. Would you please stop? You're supposed to be inert, so, like, stop that. That's not cool. You know? Inert substances should not be reactive. You should have no progress in the game. I feel as though that's only fair. Okay, never mind though. Like, look at that sleeve though. That's pretty. I think it's a fox. Ooh, a god. Touche, opponent. I also have a god. Yeah, Cersei is really hard to block. She is very difficult to block. If you get a free block out of it, I guess that's fine, right? But generally, it's not very free. Not a creature, so I guess Eternal Wanderer is still just good at blanking these guys in particular. And then instead of killing them, she can just exile them every turn. Oh, opponent. Very cool stuff. It would have been cooler with a Tatty over on the field, but you know, what can you do? You only have so much mana. The Wanderer bait is real, man. You may have a 1/1. Yeah, I'll take that action. And I might as well draw a card. Wanderer doesn't do much at this point, I don't think. My Cersei has been countered, and my Wanderer has been gambled. My gamble did not pay off. I didn't think they'd have like a big flashy play, but that's blue-green for you. No attack, opponent. My 6/6 can block. And then if not, my Cersei and the 2/2s will get the job done. If we got in Circle of Loyalty down a turn earlier, we would be in a little bit better of a spot. I guess we Tyrite Sanctum Cersei to make her a god. How much will that cost me? That'll cost me 3 mana. New plan. We draw a free card, we Wrath. So I have 7 over here plus 1. So we can go 10. No, that doesn't make any sense. We can go 5. That didn't even make sense. Okay. Brain, please. Yeah. This was White Sun's Twilight with the card I was talking about. That's kind of nuts with Taq. Because it essentially reads, destroy the board, you have a game-winning position. Does your opponent have a Wrath? Like, if they don't have a Wrath, you just have 15 to 30 toxic 1/1s on the battlefield that will attack and win the game, regardless of any other preconditions in the game. Like, it's a bit cracked. In Historic Brawl, it doesn't come up that often, so it's not really that bad, but I can see it getting old because it's essentially a free roll. And commanders that have free rolls tend to be the ones you look at and say, I'm playing this again, right? Like, it's the ones where if your opponent plays their commander and then plays another card, it's basically a game over if you don't respond immediately. I don't think Ojer Taq is that powerful of a commander, but you never know. If our opponent sequences correctly, they should attack first, then play. Though I guess with Pelt Collector, it really doesn't benefit. Goodbye, Pelt Collector. You're an elf, and I just can't stand for those to exist. We're gonna get Takasa's Welcome down first. That way we can have Righteous Valkyrie or One Ring as our play for the turn. As expected, not too scary yet. It will be, though. It certainly will be. Because I fear for my life, I think I will go with One Ring. Upkeep and draw. Yeah, I would really like a Wrath. Our deck doesn't run that many, actually, because we're a big token deck, so all of our Wraths are kind of incidental. Like, they're not the plan. was one of the harder decks to build because I was trying to mesh themes, and the result of the themes meshing was not great for me, honestly. Since we're playing against elves, it doesn't really matter if we have a life total or not. Like, the elves are going to kill us either way. Yeah, look at that. They did leave behind my my devotion. That's kind of nice. This your casual 5 mana 5/5. God, opponent, I'm already dead. What are you doing? 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think I'm pretty much dead. We'll block here. Basically had one turn to sort this out, and I don't know. If we pay with life, yeah, it technically gets us one more mana to work with, which should mean that if we draw the Day of Judgment, it doesn't actually help, but okay. See, that doesn't help either, unfortunately. Would like it to help, but it doesn't. So if we had green mana this turn, we could have destroyed the Akroma's monument and then maybe blocked some elves on the ground, but it just does not work out that way. Opponent. Are we getting hoofed? No. Not yet. The game is over, opponent. Don't cast spells, so the game is over. I guess you have to cast spells, right? That's the way that the current MTGA quest system uh, rewards players, right? It's based on spell cast. There are other metrics like times attacked and lands played and things like that, but really, if you want to finish your quest 9 out of 10 times is going to be a generic cast X green spells, cast X black spells, that kind of thing. Which is why people tend to drag out games. Arcane Signet. We are at 18 minutes. I did not realize we were so far along, or I might not have started another game. Might not have. But we're up against the best deck in the format, so I have to give it a go. There's no reason not to, really. Gonna play my Adeline. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Gonna play my tap land tapped. I don't have to take 3 life damage from it. Things are looking up. Hero's downfall is my prediction. Probably some variant thereof. But I don't see Adeline surviving the turn cycle. It's a Nazgul. Oh, that's bad. That's super bad. Uh, hmm. Like, next turn we can attack and kill the Nazgul, maybe, but... I've never been more scared of an uncommon. Nazguls are no joke. Was a designer that was secretly a fan of Nazgul and helped them become very, very powerful as a result of the fandom. Good work. But maybe tone it down next time. Just a bit. There we go. Now we force a trade. I want the Nazgul dead opponent. That's where I'm at. Okay, I'm fine with that. We're gonna lose her anyways. What is the best creature I would trade for Nazgul in combat? Would I trade my commander, Ojer Taq? Probably not. It's a unique effect that can't readily be replicated, and even though we can cast it multiple times, it is expensive, right? So, well, that said, like, she or he is like renewable. Yeah, our objective probably should be to play our hand just to get the vial online. Because we're running out of card advantage and our opponent is not running out of card advantage. They are very much in the card advantage. And they have 6 more Nazgul in their deck. I can't imagine anything more scary than that. Oh, well, I say that. Altered Dementia is one of those cards that is probably just more scary. Opponent? Take 6 life damage, please. Yeah, we have to start killing our opponent very, very quick. I imagine that the game will not favor a long game. Blocking with their commander. Is that why the Intis Restoration came down? Is Smeagol's time on this earth limited? I didn't think so, but I was cautiously optimistic there. So we kind of want to draw a non-land next turn. If we draw a non-land, there's a chance we can cast all of our stuff and get the vial value. That's what I want. Vial value. Rude. What is your wording? When it dies. Okay. Take action. Move it to command zone. More disgusting Nazgul. Your evil opponent. I wanted that Felidar Retreat. I say they're evil. Look at what they have on board. That makes a bunch of sense, doesn't it? We'll get down our Elesh Norn. Swing in with our 3/3. Chances of our opponent blocking are non-zero, but I think they're pretty slim. Okay. The board grows. Next turn we get to draw 2 cards. Our opponent is also out of cards, so we're in the money. We're in the money. Create a food. Okay. Okay. It's a scary move, honestly. Like, tapping your best blocker to create a food token? Signal the Wrath. Which they have 7 mana open. Okay. They didn't have the Wrath, but they did have to try to dig for it. And they chose the commander over the Nazgul. Fair enough. Fair enough. Commanders generally will have more value over the course of a game than a random 1 of 7, right? Like, Nazgul are good, but as we established in our own thought process, having Nazgul really opponent. Do you think there are better things to do than play Nazgul? I think we just play our commander and then attack with everything. Because then I can incubate 15 next turn. And it's probably right to block Elesh Norn. But we don't want to tell our opponent those kind of things. If they're blocking with... Oh, GG. Okay. Yeah, if they blocked Elesh Norn, they would have been at 1. But then prospects for the future would have been slim. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.